Hello everybody, my name is Anuja Alwal. So the topic is database management system basically. So firstly we have to understand the things, what is database. Then we'll discuss what is database management system and why we use that. So I'm going to start the slides here from the beginning. Yeah. The topic is database management system. What is DBMS? DBMS basically provides the users and programmers to create, retrieve, update and manage database. Firstly, we have to understand the thing is what is database. Database means where we put our data. So for creating the data and storing in the database, we have to create the tables, which is the way to store the data in the form of table. Firstly, we have to create the table, then we store the table into the database, and database management system is used to manage the database basically. Now we here we can see there are some difference between database and DBMS. So data, I told you that this is a collection of related facts and figures is called the data. So suppose we have a table, the table name is student. We take the name of the table is student. So we can take the table name is that entity here, and we can take the attributes. What are the attributes we can take here? The attributes are like student ID, student name, student roll number, student email ID. All these are the attributes. So after creating the table, what we are doing? We put the data. So here is the data. So data is the basically facts which we put into the table. So database is the after creating the table. When we are putting the data into the table, after creating the table, what we are doing, we are putting our tables into the database, which is the collection of related data. Fine. And the DBMS, here is the database management system. This is the full form of DBMS, is the database management system which is used to maintain the database. Fine. Now what are the advantages? Why we are using the database management system? What are the benefits we can say? First is the multiple user interface. Means many users can access similar database. Suppose we have the server and another is the client here. So many clients or users we can say can access the database when we are putting the data into the database. So this is the quality, or we can say this is the one of the features that multiple users can use the same database, and we can say the server also. Another benefit is the redundancy control. What is the meaning of redundancy here? Redundancy means duplicacy of data. In the table, if there is duplicacy, so we can remove the duplicacy. So this is the another feature of this DBMS. Another feature, next one is the backup and recovery, which is the important features. Means suppose we are putting the data in the tables and after that we are storing the data into the DBMS. Now what we can say that we have to take the backup also. Why we are using the backup and recovery? If there is any problem or so what we can see here, if there is a backup of the database, we can secure our data. Security is very, very important in DBMS. This is the one of the most important feature in database management system. Next is the authorized access. Authorized access means only the authorized persons can access the data. This is one of the important feature. That means if we are storing the data into the database management system and unauthorized user want to access the data, want to hack the system, there is no way if we are providing the security. So security feature, is very important, and that can be applied on the authorized users can only access the database. So another feature here is the also provides the abstractions means the hiding details. Fine, there are another layers also. They are the physical level, logical level, view level. This is called, all these are the data independence. Basically data independence, the all layer works in the data independence, physical layer, logical layer level, and view level also. These are the another things. So if we are taking the architecture, so there are three type of architecture in the DBMS. First is the one tier architecture, second is the two tier architecture, third is the three tier architecture. One tier architecture means when the server and the client directly access the database. When the client directly access the database or server, this is the one type of DBMS architecture. When the second tier architecture, two tier, which we can say in the two tier architecture, when the client, we can say when the client access the database, but there is a one layer in between the client and the this is the server. Another type of architecture is the three type of architecture. In this there are two layers. Between these layers are called the applications layer, in which we can access, the client can access the database. Physical schema is basically the design of the database at the physical level, is called the physical schema, and logical schema at the logical level, we can say the schema. This is all about the data independence, which we have discussed. Physical data independence, there is another one is the logical data independence. So all this is the basic introduction of this database management system. Thanks everybody.